Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a favorites video in a while. I just realized that the other day and I was like, oh, I need to pull together my favorites because I definitely have some that I've been loving over the past few months. And then I also did a small haul and I wanted to talk about some of the products that I picked up and demo some of them. So I'm going to start with the new products first that I picked up and show you a quick demo of some of them and my thoughts. I didn't put any concealer under my eyes. Like I have a full face of makeup, and if you see like there's any discoloration underneath my eyes, I didn't put any concealer under there. And I wanted to review the Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I picked up in the shade number 2. Now I love the Power Fabric Foundation. You guys know that's probably one of my favorite foundations that I wear all the time. This was a little bit different. I didn't have the same experience with it that I did with the foundation. The formula is quite full coverage, like medium to medium full. I wouldn't say it's quite like my Too Faced foundation or concealer, the Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer that I've talked about before and that was in like my Best of Beauty that I just find so fantastic. This is, it does a decent job of concealing. However, my only issue with it is it can look a little dry under the eyes. It goes on quite creamy, but I was noticing it was like pilling the other day on my eyes. It was like starting to kind of almost pill as I was applying it. And I was like, that's weird. And then it made my under eyes look a little bit dry, especially like right through here. Even though it goes on quite creamy, it doesn't seem to settle down as creamy as I would like. I wasn't blown away. I definitely think it's a nice concealer. But because of the kind of slightly dry kind of finish it gives, yeah, it definitely has some dryness to it. I feel like it's emphasizing some fine lines, and it was beginning to pill, and I was like, oh, this is only going to go downhill from here. And I was like, I don't think this is going to be a win for me. So sadly, that was not a hit. My Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer, Born This Way, is still my favorite. It is the real deal. I also bought the Tom Ford, what is this? The Radiant Perfecting Powder. I was really curious to try this. And I haven't applied it yet today, so I thought I would apply it on camera. I did not like this, and I'll tell you why. The shine is quite nice, but it's almost, first of all, I feel like it's hard to pick up with the brush. I don't know. There are some highlighters that I have that I instantly pick it up with my brush and put it on the skin, and it instantly shows up on the skin. It's like just like butter. It just glides onto the skin. This felt very powdery to me, and I couldn't really seem to get it to evenly apply, which also kind of bugged me. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a slightly iridescent finish, and I just was not impressed at all, and I was really disappointed. Tom Ford's stuff for me is hit or miss. Like there's some times where I absolutely love his products, and other times where I'm like, oh, no, I don't like that at all. And so this is one of the products where I was really disappointed and kind of shocked because it was very chunky. I didn't feel like it applied smoothly, evenly. I would like apply it, and it just kind of looked almost patchy on my skin, and I was like, that's weird. So that was quite disappointing. What wasn't disappointing was these Bobbie Brown Crushed Liquid Lip Colors. I purchased Hippie Shake and Lychee Baby. Lychee Baby is very, very peach. I actually have a mix of them together on my lips today. Lychee Baby is very peach, almost like a nude peach, which can be really beautiful, but sometimes it's a little too nude for me. And so I've been blending it with this one, Hippie Shake, which is much more pink. And I love the kind of combo. These are, how do I describe them? So different. So the little, it's like a little doe foot applicator. The formula isn't glossy or liquidy, like runny. It's definitely thicker and it has some shine to it. It doesn't really dry down to, let's say, a matte finish. It dries down to like a creamy finish. I would say it's a medium coverage, not exceptionally full. I just love the texture is very smooth, creamy, buttery. I like that it gives a good amount of coverage, but not too much. And I love the color. I love it feels. Now it doesn't last in like all day long. I did have to reapply, and it's a liquid lip, but I feel like it's not a glossy finish. It's not a matte finish. I feel like it's a natural kind of in between, more natural finish. Compared to the Tom Ford, these lip lacquers, I got this one in Insulate. I got one of the vinyls. Now this was full coverage. Full coverage, and definitely it was a little bit glossier, but a lot more coverage. I did not like this color. It was really orange. It was way too bold on me, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. So it didn't, I mean, I wasn't like wowed by the formula enough to try another color. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. But that didn't really hit my fancy. Just the Bobbie Brown ones completely did. And that was pretty much all I liked out of my haul. Is that what I got? Yeah, I got the Tom Ford, Bobbie Brown, the Armani concealer, and then the Tom Ford highlighter. Sadly, only the Bobbie Brown one really impressed me. And so that's my thoughts on some new launches. Now let's get on to my favorites. I have a few favorites on right now. One of the favorites is the Bobbie Brown liquid lip color. That was, I put in my favorites, especially in the colors Lychee Baby and Hippie Shake. Those are definitely included in my favorites for the month because I've been loving those. The Dior Forever Foundation, the new formula. I have it in the shade 0N. It's what I'm wearing today. I really love it. I love the coverage. I love that it's not too matte. Someone asked me what the difference between this one and the old formulation was. I felt this one was a little more velvety because I have the old one and I was trying to compare the two. This felt a little bit creamier, more velvety to me. It just kind of, it was like a 2.0 version of the old one. You know what I'm saying? It was just seemed like a better formulation of the old one. They were very similar, but I was like, oh, this is the new and improved. I also tried the Skin Glow one. I thought it was a little too shiny for me, though funny enough, my skin's been so dry the past few weeks. Like, you know, that kind of dry that you have, you're like, ow. Like, you can feel it on your skin, like how dry your skin feels. Ugh, hate that. And so this is, I wonder if the Skin Glow would have looked better, but I don't anticipate my skin to stay this dry. So I think the regular Dior Forever was better for me with a more matte finish. Gives, I don't know, medium to medium full coverage. Lasts all day. It's just a beautiful foundation. Dior foundations always are a hit for me. Another one that I'm wearing today is the new Sisley So Volume Mascara. Now I have it on today. It's been a while since I found something that I like as much as my IT Cosmetics. This is the brush. It doesn't rival my IT Cosmetics. It's not at the same level, but I really did like it enough to put it in my favorites. I was like, okay, I've actually put the IT Cosmetics aside and been using this almost every day. I like the original Sisley Mascara. It's a very strange wand. I've reviewed it a ton before. I will try to link up a blog post I have where I've shown it, and it's a very odd mascara. I never kind of got it until one of the PR girls that worked for Sisley, she's like, just start using it regularly. And I know the wand can kind of maybe turn you off. She's like, but use it. And then I was like, oh, I get the hype now. It was such a unique formula. It gives gorgeous, thick, bold, intense lashes. This one I really enjoy. It doesn't give me length as much as it does volume. And so I prefer mascaras that are thick, almost a little clumpy, like a good clumpy. I don't like thin, wispy lashes. I don't like very natural looking lashes, even though this does look natural. I mean, I don't look like I'm wearing false lashes, but I like it to be intense. I have shared this on my Insta stories many times. I believe I put this in my recent wellness post, which I'll link below. But I don't know whether I've talked about it on YouTube yet, so I thought I would include it in my favorites because it really has been a favorite. I'm on my 4th bottle, I think. And it's the Hum Beauty Sleep Supplement. So I have a hard time falling asleep and just my mind won't shut off. And I've tried a lot of different types of sleep aids, more natural sleep aids. I mean, sometimes I've tried like ZzzQuil and everything like that. But nothing ever really worked. I've taken like valerian root tea and different types of supplements. This is a melatonin and B6 supplement, and it really does work. In about 20-25 minutes, I start to get a little sleepy, a little, not groggy, but get tired. And then I go right to sleep and I stay asleep. I don't wake up the next morning feeling groggy. It is really impressive. And so much so that I like ran out and I was really having a hard time going to sleep. And I was like, oh, I need to really replenish this. And they're only $10, which is amazing. And it's funny enough, I posted this the other day and I've been talking about it for a few weeks, if not longer. And someone sent me a message like, yeah, I tried it after you suggested it, and you're right. It worked better than anything else I've tried. So if you have trouble falling asleep or something and you want a natural sleep aid or something, this melatonin and B6 from Hum Nutrition is the real deal. I had to talk about my ice roller. I have a jade roller. I have a facial massage roller. But I had seen this ice roller on Amazon, and it is fantastic. So an ice roller, you keep it in the freezer. I normally take it out of the freezer for a few minutes and just let it slightly defrost. And it's wonderful for puffiness and kind of like tired skin. It's not going to do any type of lymphatic drainage or helping, kind of sculpt the face. This is simply for tired, kind of puffy skin. Just think of like what if you put ice on your face or you put ice under your eyes or whatever. And it's wonderful. It is such a good price. I think it's like $12. And I've had a few of you already purchase it because I showed it on my Insta stories. And I believe I put it in a blog post. And a few of you already purchased it. And you're like, it is so delightful. Like on a morning that I wake up and I'm just like, oh, I need to wake up my puffiness. I had too much sushi last night or wine or whatever. And you just kind of roll it all over the skin and it's amazing. I actually like it more than my jade roller. I have a facial roller that I really love, and I've talked before about the MD&A skin roller that I've shown before from Madonna Skincare line. That one I really enjoy, and it does amazing things for helping to contour the face and really help with lymphatic drainage. But my jade roller, I'm kind of always like, it's okay, but this, I like using the ice roller even better. Another little contraption that I have discovered and I love is this Sigma brush cleaning mat. I don't know why I've been late to the game, but this is a little mat. You just put it in your sink, and when you clean your brushes with whatever soap you're using, you just kind of rub them along here, and it's perfect. It really helps to get them so clean. I did a little tutorial on my Insta story. I was showing it live as I was cleaning a brush, and it gets them so clean, and it's so easy to just throw in there and then you just rinse it and you're done. Highly recommend that. I've got some skincare. The rest are all skincare favorites. I did a recent blog post with Colleen Rothschild, and I was able to try some of her new launches, and I was like, okay, mind-blowing. First of all, you guys know I love her Radiant Cleansing Balm. It's one of my favorite products from her, favorite cleansing balms in general. She recently launched the Cocoa Cleansing Balm. Now this is kind of similar. Obviously, it's a slightly different texture. It's more like buttery and rich, but there's little tiny granules in it. Very few, so it's not really a scrub, but just a little bit of exfoliation. Does wonders at taking off makeup, but it's really buttery and rich and smooth on the skin. I absolutely love it. I don't know which one I like more, to be honest. Someone had asked me, sorry, do I have a hair on my lip? It's like a hair got stuck on my lip. someone had messaged me like, which one do you like better? And I was like, I don't think I like one better. I think if you're new to the line, start with the Radiant Cleansing Balm because that's like her tried and true. And then when you want to replenish or you're finished with that, next try the Cocoa Cleansing Balm because they're very similar but different. I feel like this one gives a slight little more exfoliation. They have Radiant Cleansing Balm. It's not as buttery and creamy. It's still very lovely, but this is has a little more slip to it. Made my skin feel exceptionally hydrated and nourished afterwards, like it had just cocooned it in like the rich oils that are in it. I just felt, it's not slippery oily, but my skin felt incredibly nourished afterwards. Another Colleen Rothschild favorite, the Intense Hydrating Mask. This is the hydrating mask that we've all been looking for. That we're like, I needed just a basic, good, no muss, no fuss, hydrating mask. This is it. It's gel, it's creamy, it's soothing, it's just a shot of moisture for your skin. It's one of those hydrating masks it's like anyone can use. Any skin type, any age range. You just need a good hydrating mask. This is what you get. I also talked about in that post her new pomegranate resurfacing mask, her AHA resurfacing mask. And I love to use that first and then finish up with this. And I had a reader send me a message last night. She was like, I did your recommendation of like double masking. She's like, whoa, you weren't kidding. Because the first one resurfaces, exfoliates, and you finish up with this and give it the moisture that your skin needs. Amazing. What I also love about this is I can put it on, leave it on for 10 minutes, tissue it off, but it's also thin enough to put just the smallest layer on my skin and sleep in it almost as a moisturizer. It's very rare that I can sleep in masks, sometimes even sleeping masks. I'm like, my skin just isn't dry enough to like soak all the product in. I'll wake up and I'm like stuck to the pillow. Not cute. This is thin enough that I can use it as a nighttime moisturizer. I have to use a very thin amount, but talk about, shot of moisture if your skin is dry, dehydrated. Even if your skin is oily, you can still have dehydrated skin. This is absolutely fantastic. I have a feeling, I'm already making a prediction now, this will probably be in my best of beauty for 2019. That is how much it impressed me. That's a big statement. Next, I had to bring this in again because I'm still loving it, the Strivectin Star Retinol Night Oil. It's a retinol in an oil formulation. It's a dry oil, so it doesn't leave your skin greasy, shiny, anything like that. But I've just found that it's done wonders for like retexturizing my skin. I really noticed that. I also noticed that it does wonders for redness. And it doesn't claim to do that, but I find that after I put it on, my skin looks so even and any redness that I had goes away. And I don't have any peeling or issues with that. No irritation. And because it's oil, it helps to really nourish my skin while also giving me all the retinol benefits. So retexturizing, helping with fine lines, helping with breakouts, helping with texture, all those things that retinol targets. So I still really love this. So this had to go in my monthly favorites. Another cleanser I really enjoy is the Pixi Rose Cream Cleanser. It is just this glorious, creamy rose cleanser. If you just want a good, the price point's fantastic, smells wonderful. You want a good cream cleanser. I didn't like it to remove my makeup. I didn't feel like it did that great a job removing my makeup. This is more of a second cleanse to me or even a morning cleanse. But it's just really nourishing, especially in the cold weather, or if you just have regular, just dry skin. It's just a really, has rose and chamomile flower, very soothing, very comforting, and just a great price point. Final favorite is from Ren. It's their AHA Smart Renewal Body Serum. Now, in the winters when I like to go hard with all of my exfoliating products, retinols, all that sort of thing, because I'm not out in the sun as much, and I love an exfoliating body treatment, whether that's a body lotion or a body serum. I just love, something a little bit more exfoliating. And this is a thin serum, so it's not too thin, not too thick, but it just instantly soaks into the skin I find that it does a fantastic job of helping give my skin a little bit of exfoliation, which does wonders for dry skin. Obviously, I want to exfoliate off all of that dead skin, and especially when my skin is very dry, it gets very just flaky and almost like, you know, alligator skin, like that, really uncomfortable. This has helped to cure that. It helps to hydrate, nourish, but give me a slight bit of exfoliation. I like to use it at night. And it's just, I don't know, every time I put it on, it has lactic acid, and then ingredients also to help plump and smooth the skin. So you're gonna get the hydration, but you're also gonna get the exfoliating benefits. And I haven't been using it long enough to see if it's going to help minimize any, you know, dark spots or uneven pigmentation. That's why also I like to use exfoliating body products or body serums and that sort of thing in the winter, because it helps to slightly erase some of the sun damage I might have had on my chest or on my back or on my arms. At least I can begin to target that in the winter and help to maybe minimize any freckles or sun damage that I got in the summer previous. And that's it. Those are all my favorites and some new products that I tried that some I liked, some I didn't. So I thought I would give you, because I've had a lot of requests and questions about the Armani concealer. Will I test it? Will I try it? What are my thoughts? So I did. I finally gave you my thoughts. I don't love it. So sadly, it's not like a hate. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It definitely isn't a product that I could even be like, oh, I can kind of work with that. I just, like right now, it just looks really dry under my eyes. And I'm not getting any pilling today, but almost every day I've applied it, I've had some like, why is there product still over here? And I don't ever have that with most of the concealers that I use that I love. But the Bobbie Brown lip color, absolutely love that. And then sadly, the two Tom Ford products, one of the lip colors just wasn't a favorite for me. And I wasn't like in love with the formula. I'm like, I don't know if I want to try another color. I may not. I don't know. Stay tuned. But the powder, the highlighter powder, I'm like, I don't. There's too many other highlighters that I have that I love that I'm not even like kind of on the fence on. I'm like, I love them. So that wasn't a win. But hope you found this helpful. Love to know what you're loving recently. And I will link everything that I talked about down below, as well as any relevant blog posts I might have mentioned. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.